We welcome you again to our channel, M&J. We love you so much, and we thank you for your time you take to check our programs and all the things that we put on this channel. And I hope that each one of them will be a blessing. So today, specifically, we have a person that we have hosted.
Yes.
You are going to hear a great testimony from him. I hope you will enjoy and you will be encouraged by what he has to share with us today. So as we start, I would first welcome him. You are welcome.
Thank you so much.
You can start by telling us your names and what you do.
Yes. Amen. My name is Kennedy Issa.
Yes.
And yeah, of course, I'm a born-again Christian. I love Jesus so much. And right now, I'm helping at volunteering work at Youth and for Christ. It's in Ngong, Kenya. And we are doing some small shamba work.
Shamba, what do you mean with the shamba work?
Shamba work is digging the shamba.
Like farming.
Like farming.
Okay.
Yes.
So at Ngongo.
Yes, so we are planting red hoho, yellow hoho.
Those are green peppers.
Yeah, green pepper. Not green. Yellow peppers, orange peppers, and red peppers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe going back to your name, you said you are called Issa Kennedy. I can't, there's no Kenyan name. Like, you have one? Because in Kenya, we can know someone's tribe according to his second name.
Yeah. I was born in a Muslim family.
And a Muslim family.
Yeah, in Mombasa. And I'm one child. I don't have a brother or a sister. But I thank God, because God gave me brothers and sisters.
Okay.
Yes.
That is...
So my name comes from a Muslim background.
Issa Kennedy.
Yes.
So there's nothing like a Kithao, Kamau,
no.
Njoroge and Mwangi. Eh?
No.
Okay. So who is Issa? If you are to speak about yourself briefly, who is Issa Kennedy?
Issa Kennedy is a person of joy. He loves being happy always. Yeah, he's a guy who loves small jokes that are good. And
when it comes to big ones, you are not.
And of course, I love football.
Okay.
I love doing exercises.
Okay.
I like reading.
Okay.
I like traveling.
Okay.
I like swimming.
Swimming.
So much.
Like you mentioned about reading.
Uh-huh.
I like reading also, but I'm not a good reader. I just enjoy seeing other people reading. How many books do you think you have so far read, like by number, if you can remember?
I've read so many books.
Your favorite
since
overall?
Like
your favorite book of all the books you have read?
My favorite books.
3. Your favorites.
My favorite books are in the Bible.
Leave alone Bible. I'm speaking other Bibles. I mean other books, sorry. Because for me, my favorite, there's a book called The Jesus Style. I call it Sweetie.
Yes.
And there's a book called They Consider Your Call. Also, that's the second. And the third is the Man God Uses. Those are the top 3 books of my favorite.
Yes.
So can you remember like one of...
Of course. One of my favorite books, apart from the Bible, the first one that I really like and I really love so much is God's General.
God's General?
Yes.
Oh.
God's General is a book whereby so many like big people, I call them big people, or big brothers, who have passed so many challenges in life, and they have wrote their books, and there are so many encouragements that when I read that book, I find like God using people in a mighty way.
Oh, yeah.
God's general, like one of the guys that I used to follow is Reinhard Bonke. Reinhard Bonke,
Yeah.
he died. It's late now.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's one of those guys I used to follow whatever God, how God was using them. Yes.
Okay, so you say that you were born in Muslim family. That's
Yes.
how you came to have this name
Isa.
of Isa,
Yes.
which means Jesus.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but in your introduction, you say that you are born again.
Yes.
Which means you're a Christian.
For now,
Not anymore Muslim.
I'm no longer
So
Muslim.
how did you come to be a Christian? Tell us your life, your journey,
Amen.
how you came to know Christ.
Amen. As I was saying, you know how God uses people. No one might know. I could never imagine that one day I can read the Bible in my life, because I was born in a family whereby I'm the only child. I grew up as the only child, and I was born in a Muslim family now. And I was taken to madrasa in Mombasa.
What is madrasa for those who don't know Swahili?
Madrasa is not a Swahili word, but it's just like
Arabic? Okay.
So it's a school of teaching children.
Like religious school.
It's
for
a religious
Islam.
school of Islam.
Okay.
Yes, they teach kids on how to grow in Islamic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you went through madrasa.
Yes.
What were you learning? What can you remember from what you learned in madrasa? Can you tell us some of the things they teach there in
Madrasa. It's just like a normal curriculum of Kenyan educational system. The way they are trying to teach a small kid, like A, B, C, D, like A, E, I, O, U, like Abba, wherever, those kind of stuff. So they start with those kind of small letters, small words in madrasa.
English, in Swahili, or in Arabic?
In Arabic.
Okay.
Yeah, and like Alif, Be, Te, Te. You see, those are the words they start teaching you.
Okay.
Like it's like A to Z. So they want you to learn those words first. So as when you fix the words, it's Arabic words, you know. If I take Shin and I take Alpha, or I take, if I take Be, if I join them, it becomes this word, you know.
Oh.
Yes, so they start teaching you those kind of stuff, like alphabetical order.
Ah,
Yes.
So when do you, what age do you start like learning now religious things? They start teaching you Muhammad and this, like at what age and or what class?
Wow, that's beautiful. Actually, it depends with the father or the mother, how they see their children. Like you might see this one, it's just a first learner. It starts like with 2 years. 3 years, 2.5 years, 4 years, 5 years. You see, so it depends with how fast a child is. Yeah.
Is it true that in those classes kids are taught to hate Christians or non-Muslims?
Kids are not taught at the beginning, but when they grow a little bit, they are being taught now. Yes.
Like how do they put it directly?
They
Hate them or they?
No, they try to give them like reciting the Quran verses, the Quran ayahs. They are called surahs and ayahs. They give them because those ayahs, they are completely opposite with what the Bible says. So if they stuck inside their hearts, they show them like they are very completely opposite with Christians. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. So now, you were born in Muslim family.
Yes.
Time came, you entered into madrasa. What was next?
When I entered madrasa, I continued till I finished juzu.
Juzu?
Juzu is like you keep on graduating.
It is a grade.
It's a grade, yes.
Okay.
So if you finish standard 1, you go to standard 2, like that. Yeah. So I finished juzu 7, and yes, of course, after that, I saw my family. We were having like, there was a small conflict between my mother and my father, and some of the relative members, and there was so much in Islamic that I really wanted freedom at myself.
Oh, you mean also you didn't like being a Muslim child? You are not comfortable with the situation and the way of doing their things. You are not comfortable with them. That's what you mean?
Not really, but I really liked being a Muslim.
Okay.
But again, I started seeing like they have too much laws. Restrictions. Like do this, hey, do this. And they have this animism spirit. My mother had put me like a small ring, a green one, that if I want to swim in the ocean, I had to wear that one. Because if I don't wear that one, anything can happen.
Now, because you lived in Mombasa, maybe so the swimming should be in the
in the ocean. Yes, yes. So you see all those kind of stuff. Though, if I have to go swim, I have to wear that.
So without it,
no swimming. You see now, if I forgot anything inside the house, no swimming. So I stayed like that. I time like going to like the mosque all the time and do this and do not do this. Like even entering the toilet, you have to start with the right leg. You know, it's not good if you start entering the toilet with the left leg.
So when you start with the left, what happens?
They just give us like wrong ideas.
Like which,
they tell us that's not good, you'll have bad luck, something like that, you know, this kind of stuff. They try to scare you in every kind of way.
Now, today, what do you do? Do you still start with the...
Actually, I enter the way I want.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Now you are in madrasa, you have upgraded, now you are in this grade that you mentioned.
Now
you started getting tired with
Muslim style and
things and the family issues.
And family issues.
So what was next? Yeah.
The next thing, I decided not to be at home, at myself, because I wanted freedom. Okay. So my freedom was to run out of home and go to the streets.
Okay, you left home, everything, you went down
the street.
In the street.
Yes. So I went to the streets. Now I came to the streets of Nairobi.
From Mombasa?
From Mombasa. So the street of Nairobi is where I started learning how to do bad stuff.
How old were you by then?
I was very young. I was like 9 years.
So how did you manage to come from Mombasa? Those are hundreds of kilometers away from Nairobi. How did you get to Nairobi?
Exactly. So the thing was, trying to be honest here, I stole money from my mother's bedroom. Yeah, she did put money on the pillow. Okay. Like under the pillow. So I took some amount and yeah, I went and I paid someone. I paid someone to pay for me.
Okay, to bus. Take you as a child.
Yes.
Yeah.
So so I had to travel to Nairobi and I started surviving at Kasarani, actually. Kasarani Stadium.
How was the life like now? You have just landed in Nairobi. You have never been on the street. You are just like a new child. How was... Try to tell us your first day on the street.
Wow. The first day in the street, it was scary. Yeah, it was really scary because I landed evening hours and I took a bus and I went to Kasarani because I wanted Kasarani. I've seen Kasarani in the TV. So I wanted to be near Kasarani because I used to like sports.
Oh, there's
I
a
was
big
good.
stadium there.
Yes, I was good in playing football. So you see. So I started like staying near Kasarani. First day, actually it was very scary because someone came. He took all the money that I had, shoes and everything. So I had to remain like that. And that's where my life began. Like I had to sleep in a bush near Kasarani. There is a bush there, small bush. So I went and I started sleeping there. Next day I walked around searching for food and I found a group of people now, the street children.
Other kids?
Yes.
Like your age or some have grown?
Yeah, some are big, some are small by that time.
Okay.
So it wasn't that easy, but they welcomed me. I told them my story. They told me it's okay, you're among us, we can stay together. We started life. Now starting life there, I said it's not really okay being this kind of life here. Let me go at least. I've started learning how I can live with these guys. Now let me go and live in Nairobi town itself.
So now you are from Kasarani. Kasarani is a bit away from my town. You want to come now inside
downtown. Yes, the city of Nairobi. So the city of Nairobi, I went to Jivanji.
Jivanji.
Yes.
Okay.
I went to Jivanji, and Jivanji we had a base there.
Who? You're saying
the street children. Me and my other street children family now. So I'm counting myself right now as street children.
Okay, what I'm saying, you're saying the we. When you say we, it means you are many, more than one. More than just you.
Like when I reached Jivanji, I found another family, street children.
Oh, you call yourself family?
Yeah. They call themselves family, actually.
Yeah.
That's the word. Like street children family.
Okay.
Yes. So I started living there with them. But also again, I had to fight with one of the big guys there. And I did hit him.
Why?
It was because of a girl. Yes.
What's about the girl?
A girl. There was another girl who loved me.
From the street also?
Yes, from the street. She was also a street girl.
A street girl?
Yes.
So in the same family?
Yeah, in the same family, like street children at like Jivanji. So I really wanted that girl by that time. So we had
How old were you by that time?
Just
9,
maybe
10.
9, 10.
And you start falling in love?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Please go on.
No, we started like war and
fighting with the big guy over the girl.
No, not the girl.
Like I'm saying, you fought with that big man
because of the girl. Yes. And because I did fight him, actually I won the fight, but I couldn't stay there anymore. You know, I reached Nairobi and I found the street children are also different. You beat street children, war, like we call it street fight. Yeah, like just war, like blows and your techniques and wherever, you can fight him with that. But also, you don't have to forget that this guy can do anything stupid to you. So he can go and come with knife or machete or bottle or anything, you know. You never know. So I had to run from Jivanji. I went to Mudurwa.
Mudurwa. How far is it from Jivanji to Mudurwa?
It's not that far.
Like
it's not that
maybe
far.
1 kilometer?
Yes, it's
by
not
the same city.
Yes, it's not. It's just within. So I went to Mudurwa.
So you you joined another family there?
You know, Nairobi, it's full of street children.
And full of families of street children?
Yes.
Okay. So you
these families are very different.
Okay.
You know, these families here, the other crew is the other side, the other crew is the other side, you know. And some of them love each other. Some of them have this beef with one another. Yeah. So I moved there, and while I was there in Mudhurwa, now I started learning how to get money in a good way, according to the street life.
Okay. How do they get money
So,
in a good way?
Okay, in a good way, according to the street, not according to as me, like for now as
Like
a
you are
Christian.
today, yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I started like begging.
Oh.
Yeah, I started begging. Like while I was in Kasarani, I started begging. While I was at Jivanji, I was begging. But when I reached Mudhurwa now, I started like going with some of the street family. We go to town completely. We parking boys. Yes, we park cars.
Parking what?
Cars.
What do you mean parking cars?
Parking cars at the parking sites of Nairobi.
Oh,
Like we give ourselves job, yes.
Okay.
It's not like we are not told with anyone to park the cars. Even the owners of the car, they don't tell us. We ourselves, we are giving that job ourselves. Like if we see a car, we just, hey, bring.
Oh, like
You
to
see,
direct them.
to direct them where they can park and at least take care of the car. And when they come, they give you something small. But also while I was there, I started seeing some of those bosses, they were not so much interest, like in you. Like they give you any small kind of money, 10 shillings, 5 shillings. And I was like, what? Like I take care of your car. And this is so funny. This is not good at all.
Someone gives you
So another friend of me introduced me of another kind of job while I was there. Stealing side mirrors and stealing wheel caps, from those cars now.
Now, but at that you were 10 years old by then. That was your age, right?
Yes.
So now you have started even
Stealing.
taking people's side mirrors.
Exactly, because now the thing is, those guys, the big ones, they just come once in street of Nairobi and they take something and they go and they have money. You stay there the whole day, you parking. If you go and see your pocket, you like
have 50 bob
or 100 or 150. You see, sometimes you like, even it's hard to get that money. So I said that's even a good idea. So we started like stealing small stuffs in the Nairobi city. Later on, I joined another group of mine, and we started stealing like phones, like at night now.
How do you steal phones now?
We used to call it lock. Yeah, wakupige lock. Wakupiga ngeta. If I put this hand of mine here on your neck, like tulikuwa tunaweka mbao, something like wood, like wood like this, but big wood, you wear and you put it here and you tie it. So the wood is like from here till here, or from here till here. So when I give you this lock, plus that wood, now the wood touches the throat very tight, like you can't do anything.
Okay.
We take everything from you and we leave you down, actually, unconscious. But it's a matter of like few seconds and we are done with you. We have already gone. But I found that also it was a bit hard because I started going to jail because of stealing. If you are being caught, it's them. You see? So I started going to jail when I was that age. Yeah, so it wasn't easy completely. It wasn't easy.
So then from there, from Geta?
From Geta, I went to knives. From knives, I upgraded.
So now, knives, have you like stabbed someone?
Yeah, I have. If I steal from you and you try to resist, my friend, you are sorry. We are sorry for you, because that's the only option. Because also I want to steal and run. I don't want to steal and being caught,
So you do stab someone?
Yes.
So now, if today you are to meet with someone you stabbed, what would you say?
I don't know. I don't know actually, but the thing is, some of the guys I won't remember because I've stolen from many people. So many people. So I can't remember the faces. Some of them I was stealing from them while they were looking like in front. I was stealing from them when I was coming from behind, you know. So you can't remember everyone. But I don't know, if I get someone who remembers me and he tells me that, hey, you did this is my mark, I'll tell him I'm sorry, I'll apologize, I'm now Christian, you know. Yeah, I'll just express myself.
Okay. Now you are from Ngeta, you have stolen. How, not continued, how did the life go afterward?
Wow, life was up and down because now you're chasing with police in the streets. So you're not alone.
You are already now known by police.
Some of the police, they know me. Some of them, they don't know me. The gangs, we had different gangs, you know.
Different families. You
Different
called them
families, exactly. So when I reached a point of a friend of mine telling me that there's a big deal. Now, big deal is now gun stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you going to steal using a gun. So I was like, what? Now I've tried all these things. Now I've reached to this one. Now this one is a very serious one. But the problem was, also while you are on the street, you also want to be rich. You see, you also want to live a life of pleasure.
So it means you started looking for just a food.
Yes.
Your daily food.
Yes.
But you reached a point of saying, now I no longer need just food, I need to be rich. And drive and all those
yes.
things. Okay.
You know, you can create this mind of even owning the city of Nairobi. With like, you know, there are some guys, they're having big companies, big buildings, and they didn't get that money in a good way. I'm telling you the truth. Now carrying a gun and you don't know how to use it, it's weird. It's one of the scariest things to do. Like you're working with something that you don't know how to use it, and you're taking it somewhere. The place where you're taking it is a sin place where they are going to work or to do their job. So these are the big guys. These are the big guys. You just carry for them. You don't know anything about that deal. You're not even included in anything. Only carrying a gun. You're not going to perform anything there. You just take a gun, you reach that place. When the person comes, you give him, and that's it. Now you go. You don't have to wait for them to steal. You don't have to do anything else. So that's how I started. Yes, and later I found it was interesting because I wasn't missing anything. Yeah, anything that I really wanted, I had.
Like in terms of money?
In terms of money, sleeping in a good place, eating whatever I want, having pleasure with girls, in clubs, wherever. So it was fun for me. Yeah, I liked that one so much. Wow, forgot it. I liked that so much. Yeah, so, well, it is a life whereby it taught me a lot. Like when I started seeing my friends are being killed, is when I started seeing whatever I'm doing is a serious thing. You know, whenever you're doing it, you don't know you're doing a serious thing. If you are getting to use, you just find it's normal. But when your friends are being killed, they've been found with guns, and they're being like you are like, wow, this is so serious that I can die anytime. You know, some of the thieves, they just steal, but they don't have even that conscience of they can be dead anytime. Some of them. Actually, the younger ones, you know. But when you have started being like a staunch thief or a conk, I don't know how I can say it, a serious thief, professional, you now know, oh, okay, I have to do this for me to survive or else I'll die. So I started gaining that knowledge of how I can run police and how I can hide myself. Stealing is very easy to anyone. The problem of stealing is, after stealing, where are you running from? Where are you going? Where are you going to hide yourself? You know. So those are the things that maybe a thief should know. But I'm not teaching them. I'm not teaching them.
Yeah. So now, where would you hide mainly?
Wow.
Let me say you have stolen there around the commercial in Nairobi town.
Yes.
Or maybe let me say you have stolen at Easy Coach.
Yes.
Which would be the safest place for you to run to?
Exactly. So the thing is, when we used to steal in Nairobi, you don't hide within Nairobi. You go a little bit far from Nairobi, but still in ghetto places. You see, I like to watching movies most of the daytimes. In some small videos. Let's say I come to Huruma, or I go to Githurai, or I go to Mathare, or I go to Kibera. You see, I find myself being there the whole day, like doing every kind of stuff that I want, because I have that money that I stole from yesterday night.
Now, so like watching those movies, you'd learn how to do those things from the movies.
Some of them, yes. Movies teach.
are not good things now.
Movies are not really good things. They are just entertainment for a realistic kind of a man who has pure mind to understand something. But they are not just entertainment to someone who wants to grab something from the movie.
Okay.
So it depends with how you take it.
Okay.
But mostly, if you become a thief, you start learning how to watch certain kind of movies. Like for me, it is funny because I used to like movies of prison, how they break prisons, movies of how to rob banks, you know, those kind of movies. Movies of detectives trying to catch a thief, and a thief having these best ways of running. You see, those were the kinds of movie that I used to like, because they also taught me something.
Criminals.
Yes. Criminals ideas I used to get from movies. Yes.
Okay, now you are being chased with police. That's where we were. You are learning the skills of how to hide yourself, and now you are getting entangled with those professionals and the gangs in guns. So what came next?
Wow. What came next was everyone wants good life. Even thieves, they want to have good life. Even orphans, even widows, even street children. They really want, most of them want to have a good life. And no one wants to have like a small kind of life. So it depends with how you want it. For me, I've told you, I had that desire of even having my own shop maybe one day, why a small business, tall building, like to own Nairobi with business stalls, you know. I wanted to reach whereby I wanted to steal and have that much money so as I can have good life.
And start like a supermarket.
Something like supermarket and anything, you know, just business. And it took me time, because most of the money that I used to get, first of the things that was in my mind was to have pleasure. Going to clubs, staying in clubs, staying with girls, sleeping with them, you know, partying.
Drink?
Those kind.
Did you drink?
So much. I've drunk alcohol for a very long year. Yeah, I've smoked. Yeah, so those kind of stuff. It wasn't easy. When I went back to Mombasa, and when I went back to Mombasa, we planned like to
Which
steal.
year was that when you went back to Mombasa?
It was let's say, I can't even recall very well, because it was like 2000 and let's say like 2004 there. Yeah. So I went back, and that is after we were being taken to NYS. Now I started going to NYS.
What is NYS?
NYS, I got this opportunity while I was in the streets of Mombasa. National Youth Service. Is it's happening even right now. They take youths there. They train you.
Train you
They train you how to serve your country. Yeah, and for some months you are being trained in their college. Their college is in Gilgil. After some months, like mine, it took like, it was 8 months or 7. I don't remember very well. But we did the training. It's like a military training, but it's not military. See, they're not using guns there. They're just using spades. After there, you finish the college, you take a course. You apply for any course that you want, and they take you to a place where that course is. So I was taken to, after I finished the training at Gilgil, I was taken to Homa Bay. Homa Bay is in South Nyanza there, that side. Homa Bay, we went to Lambwe unit.
What is that?
Lambwe unit is a unit of NYS, like branches where they take you to serve for some years, like 2.
Like kind of internship?
Yeah, it's like that.
Attachment, something like that.
No, after training, they tell you to go and serve the country. So serving the country, they take you to a place where your barrack will go. And if your barrack goes to Lambwe unit, or to Garissa, or to Mombasa, the jobs that the government will want to be done, mostly they will start using you guys.
Okay, you are there waiting for the
courses.
For the courses, or for the government to call you to serve?
No, you are serving now.
Okay.
As long as you finish your college, the training, you go now and start serving the country, the nation. So some of the places of NYS, they have the farm, they have maize, some of them like Tarboan, they have rice like Mwea, so you go and plant there. Some of, like headquarters, they have the colleges now, the entrepreneur things, like if you want to be a tailor or whatever, you pass there. So before they call you or your course to come, you have to work for the government, like serve. That is serving now. So I took a pass. I wanted to come to Mombasa. And while I was in Lambwe, Homa Bay now, and these guys, they didn't want me, and it was December. They didn't want me, but I insisted completely, and they gave me 2 weeks pass. Like I can go to Mombasa and come back. But when I reached Mombasa, I didn't want to go back.
Okay.
Because of some issues that I found back in Mombasa, yes. But there is how I took long time, and I went and I used the radio call at the police station of Central in Mombasa. I called them. I said, I want to come back. I'm late because of A, B, C, D. But again, they told me, no, we have taken your file already to headquarters. So NYS stopped like that to me. So when I came back to Mombasa, I thought of stealing now big stuff. Stealing.
Okay. You are back again to.
Yes. So I had a group of mine from NYS.
Hey.
One of them was called, it's not good to mention their name, but who knows who is Steve? Yeah, no one knows Steve. I won't mention the other name.
Okay.
And there was another one also, I called him 240. Yeah, so I talked to them and they told me, come back to Nairobi, my friend. We are going to do that. Yeah, so to do that means we are going to be one group and still together, you know. So I came back to Nairobi. Now it was what? It was now like a job. Stealing is like a job, daily. Yes. And one day we were found. We were beaten a lot. But me, I thank God, because I was taken to approved school. They first took me to juvenile, and then they took me to approved. And there, I had to run away from approved. But my friends, they were taken to committee. You see, after I came back, I went back to Mombasa. So life of stealing, it wasn't that good, but it was that good. So it wasn't.
That time,
yes.
As you didn't mind things to do with God. Things to be with Muslim. You were just here living for yourself, trying to help yourself at any cost.
Completely. I knew nothing about Christianity by that time.
Okay.
So
now you are back in Mombasa.
So now I was back in Mombasa, and we decided to steal from jewelry shop. I had a group of mine now.
In Mombasa?
From Nairobi. I don't know if it's good to mention them, but I don't like mentioning people's names.
Even if you don't, no problem, yeah.
Yes. But these guys, their moms are celebrities. They have this drama stuff in the television of Kenyans. You know, like a program.
Okay.
Like, you know, after news, there's this program that is coming. We are going to watch. It's a good stuff. It's like maybe comedy. Yeah. So one of the moms who is so celebrity, the kids, they are very big thieves.
So
and they were my friends. Yes, okay. Our kids. Yeah, and we used to steal with our kids using guns. So we stole Mombasa jewelry shop with some girls. We used another girl. She was from Uganda. And yeah, we got the golds, the silver, the money. But now the problem started because of the lady that we stole with.
Oh, the Ugandan?
Yes. She took the gold that we had stolen, the one that we gave her.
For herself?
Yes. No, not for ourselves. We shared. We shared together the money and the golds. But her golds,
Her share, it means
her
like
share, yes. She took it to her mother and her sister, like gold chains, gold bracelets, you know. And that same girl, there was another woman in Mombasa who was who was having these human trafficking things, you know. She's called, I don't know if it's good to mention her name also. She's not by the police actually. She is doing all this kind of stuff. So she take young girls, she's selling them. Eh? She's connecting those young girls to boss people, eh? The rich guys. She's also having small boys that she's selling those boys, doing homosexual stuff. She's also connecting them to rich guys. So if a boss wants to sleep with that boy, huh? The woman tells the boss, this one is like a virgin, you know. This one is still good in this kind of stuff. So this, for you to sleep with this person is like 30,000 or 40,000 Kenya shillings. And the guy says, it's okay. I wanted that guy, that kind of a person, you know. So there's no problem. So the boss pays the woman. The woman tells the person, the boy or that young girl, your share is going to be like 5,000. To that person is still a lot. So she will or he will agree, you see, to go and sleep with that boy.
With the boss.
Yes, but the thing is, you've been given the money, so you don't go and sleep with the boss and ask for another money, you see. So they give you the 5,000 share, and then you go, you have whatever you are having, like sex, and then you come back. Now that woman we used,
that Ugandan lady.
the Ugandan lady, she was among the ladies
Who are being
yes, that was her work with that woman, you see. So the woman was really completely searching for that woman, because that girl she was sexy, she was beautiful, she had good figure, beautiful eyes. She was like Arabic, but she was Ugandan lady. So the lady said no, because the woman had a very good boss, who was going to give her a lot of money
for the young girl.
For the young girl. So when the woman calls the young girl, the young girl we had done the deal already.
She has money.
She has money. She had some gold. So she said no, and even she said I'm not going to do that job again. So the woman got mad. Don't forget, it has already been announced that there was thieves. They have stolen gold somewhere, and they are being searched by the government. So one day, the woman decided to go to
look for the young girl.
For the young girl at the place, home. And she found the mother and the sister are wearing golds. And she asked, hey, where did you get these ones? This one. I was given as a gift. Do you know the mothers? I was given as a gift.
They want to be proud of their
daughters. So I was given with my daughter. This is very nice. Hey, even your sister, even your daughter, the other daughter, yes, you see. Okay. Oh, no problem. So this woman, because she's known by the government, she told the officer, I think there is someone that I know sold this jewelry shop, because I've seen the mother with some gold, and it's good if we go there. So you see, because the woman, the girl doesn't want that job, now the woman is setting her, like she wants to give her out. So the police came, they found some gold in the cupboard, they took the chains and the bracelet and the rings, and they went to the shop and they asked the owner, and the owner said, these things are mine. Now, the woman was the one who was being caught, the mother. The daughter wasn't around, the mother and the daughter, the other daughter.
Tell us where you got these things.
Yes, so they were taken to police station, Central Police Station. And when they went there, actually, they stayed like 4 days, calling the daughter, telling the daughter, will you mind to come? Because we've hold your mother. You know, we've hold your mother and your sister. Now, if you don't come, we are taking your mother and your sister to your case. Now, they are the ones who are going to face problem. But because of the girl, she loved the mother. She said, no,
I will come.
I will come myself. There is where the problem started. You know, you guys you're having fun in different places. Some of us are in Malindi, some of us are in wherever, you know. So girls are never strong. Girls are never strong. So they started, she started saying everything. Because of, nowadays it's DCI. Those days we used to call them CIDs. The CIDs had tortured the girl. They wanted to torture her. So the girl had to say everything. Completely everything. Now we were being tracked without knowing. Slowly but slowly. Yes. We found ourselves in Central Police Station. One of us tried to run, but he was shot.
Dead.
Yes. Some of us, we were taken to court. We said no to the case. And we were taken to Shimolatewa prison. Shimolatewa prison. We stayed there. We started staying there. Like, that is the time where the Somali guys, those guys who are called pirates,
Okay.
they used to come. They were being caught in the Indian Ocean. They were being held at the Shimolatewa. So it was a bunch of group of people.
In the same prison.
Yes, the same prison. Actually in the same building. Like, you know, prison has different buildings with small cases. We have, it's divided. There's remand, those who didn't agree.
Who are still waiting for?
They are still waiting for their case so as they can be, if they are being found guilty is when they are being sentenced. And there are some who are completely now serving the government. They are now prisoners. They agreed or the case found them guilty, you know. So, yeah. Actually, I received Jesus while I was in prison. Shimolatewa.
So how did it happen?
It was amazing because when I remember, I normally say Jesus speaks. You know, I didn't know nothing about completely Jesus.
You didn't know anything?
Yes, I was just a Muslim. Even while I was in prison, I was in a Muslim cube. You know, and I was staying with the Somali guys actually. And these Somali guys, they were harsh, but they were somehow good because they also had money. I had some visitors who used to come. My group had some visitors who used to come and visit us. So we had money, we had businesses, small businesses inside the prison.
The prison.
Yes, and you know the business in prison, they are not good. It's just selling marijuana and cocaine and helping someone with the phone. Those are kind of business. Like the cooking oil that is It has like onions, like when you add to your food it becomes like delicious. Those are kind of businesses.
Okay.
So I was in prison and it was Ramadan, during Ramadan. And in prison, when you are Muslim and it's Ramadan, your food is not counted daytime. So your food is counted evening hours. And yeah, we had already started Ramadan. It was only remaining 4 days
For the Ramadan to be over.
And then after Ramadan, you know, it is Eidul Mubarak. And you guys celebrate and that's it. Fasting time, fasting moment, fasting month, it's over. So it was only remaining 4 days. And during those days, the remaining of the 4 days, at night, I sat myself down in the cube and I started crying, asking God questions. I didn't like to be found guilty because if I was found guilty, my case, those days, not my days either, but those days, long time ago, a little bit, in Kenya, if you have a case of robbery with violence and you are being found guilty, they hang you to death.
Wow.
Yes. But they had changed by my time. It wasn't that one. My time it was that if they find you guilty of robbery with violence, then you are going to serve for the rest of your life in prison. Like, so you will be taken to different kind of prisons.
Okay.
So I was crying. I was asking God some questions. There are some things that I used to love while I was in the world. By that time, like chaparis, I've told you, ocean, I like swimming. I liked fun things. I liked my family still, my mother. So I wanted to be close with everything that was connected to me.
Now you are remembering and kind of regretting, is it?
Yes,
That the case?
yes, and regretting and crying and asking God, like what's going to happen. I really don't want. I remember I used to have a friend of mine from US. She was a girl. She used to come and visit us in the streets, give us small food. But she was a Christian. So even in prison, while I was in prison, she used to visit me with this group
Of
Christians. They give me some encouraging words. But I was not
interested in
it because there is
empty encouragement.
but she used to give me bathing soap, you know, toothbrush, whatever. Yes, those kind of stuff. Yes, they were helpful. Vest, sandals, you know, those kind of stuff. I will never forget her. In my whole rest of my life, I'll never forget her. She used to come a lot, but not very much like
the way you do wish her to come.
Like to come and take me out of prison.
Okay, that would be your desire.
Yes, exactly. Like at least to bribe the judge and to
confuse the case.
Yeah, to confuse the case, you know, corruption in Kenya. She was not like that, completely no. So I didn't like her so much anyway.
In that
area,
she's not.
She's not helping me to give money to the judge and me to be taken out. Okay. That day, the remaining 4 days when I was crying, I asked myself so many questions. I asked God. I repented. I don't know, I was repenting as a Muslim or a Christian. I didn't know anyway. But by that time...
So the 4 days that Ramadan?
Yeah. The Ramadan to get over. I cried completely. You know, it was a very long time. Let's say I started thinking like at around 9 at night.
At 9 p.m.
Yes. I started thinking of my life. I started thinking of outside. You know, at around 10 or 10:30, somewhere there, I started crying. You know, started crying. You know, asking God questions, different kind of questions. It wasn't good for me. I humbled myself. I said sorry for how I've been stealing. You know, I liked the life outside.